I didn't waft it into your mouth, I wafted it into your nasals. Come back anyway, it's only a fart.
That wasn't just a fart. That
was
was
it, an M&S fart?
That was your weekend's dinner and everything.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, it's still there, bruv.
So you're telling me that my ritual of
Have we got a spray or what? What's going on, lads? Anyone got some links or something?
So I'm the only one that eats 2 dozen hard-boiled eggs after United?
Yes.
Then I guess it is my fault.
It properly, I can't work in that condition.
I'm not spraying that everywhere. Adam, come back. That's enough. It's going to smell like a fucking PE teacher's car in here.
Yeah, rather it smell like a PE teacher's cock than your ass.
Yeah, that's enough, I said.
Welcome back to the Premier League Pisstake. Unfortunately, not as big of an episode this week because a lot of the games were called off for some reason. I'm not sure why.
There weren't very many Premier League games. Like United didn't even play a Premier League game, so, you know, and we only talk about Premier League games on here, so I guess that there's nothing to talk
Why
about.
were all the games called off this weekend? Was it to do that Rona?
It was a fuck up apparently, just to fuck up with the system.
Okay, fair enough. That happens, doesn't it? That happens.
You know how it works. Oh no, we made a fuck up. Oh, FA Cup.
No, it was a fuck up.
Yeah, sorry. We won't be talking about that.
Yeah. We will be talking though about the beautiful
game,
the lovely
game,
the wonderful
Danny.
Isn't he lovely? Isn't he wonderful? Danny Welbeck.
Daddy Welbeck.
Big Daddy, that guy, Daddy.
Yeah.
He scored this weekend.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it was at the cost of poor old Steve
Costa
Bruce.
del Sol.
How's the Brucey, did you say?
He's not doing well at the minute. He's not very well. Steve Bruce is definitely on his last legs as Newcastle manager. We've defended him. We've said he's done well. But losing 3-0 to Brighton, who, according to XG, are the 5th best team in England. So, you know, maybe there's no shame in that. But losing 3-0 to Brighton is no good for Steve Bruce. Brighton up to 16th now, Newcastle down to 17th. It's not looking good for Bruce,
You know what it reminds me of? Moisey at United. Out of his depth.
Just on a slightly more bloated scale.
Yeah, he's taken a job that he really wants, but he really is out of his depth. Now, I do feel a little bit sorry for him because I feel like all of this is the result of bad ownership, right? Bad leadership from the boardroom level. That has fizzled down, gone down.
Trickle-down economics.
Trickle-down effect, right down to Stevie Bruce at the bottom. Now, he's probably out of his depth, probably not a good manager, all that stuff. But I feel like the abuse he gets should be directed at the fat Sports Direct wearing man upstairs.
Yeah, it's almost like Newcastle fans have got so sick of hating Mike Ashley that they have to hate the other people underneath him because he's going to make bad decisions. So, you know, it's not his fault he's thick and shit. And
I can understand it because when you see the likes of Graham Potter and, you know, teams like that and what they're doing with their players, like, I can get it. But you look at Newcastle's team and you look at some of their results and I find myself a lot of the time going, didn't expect them to win that anyway.
No.
And is that because of Brucey? They were a lot better under Rafa Benitez, to be fair to him.
They were.
They were.
They weren't much better.
They were in terms of spirit.
Yeah, in terms of spirit.
Like, expectation.
They were a better team, but they weren't miles better. If Benitez had finished top 6 or top 10 even, you could say, yeah, fair enough, they've really dropped. This, what was it, 15th? Like, he didn't do that well with them. He did better than Steve Bruce. I'll hold my hands up to that. But imagine if Newcastle this summer had said, we're getting Graham Potter in as the manager. Their fans would have hated that. Going from Benitez, it would have been a good choice, but going from Benitez to Potter, the fans would not have been keen on that at all. And it may have had the same thing where it's like, we're just waiting for this manager to fuck up so we can all hate him and sack him. Like, I think going from Benitez, the Newcastle fans wanted another big name manager. They probably wanted, honestly, Jose or Wenger or someone of that stature. Where it's like Benitez is one of the best. Not a big fan of his, obviously, but he's one of the best sort of 20 or so managers of the 20th century. They're expecting someone on that level. You get Steve Bruce from Sheffield Wednesday. That's going to be such an uphill battle to, you know, get the fans on side, isn't it?
It is.
But they were also
and they've
terrible.
never quite liked him anyway.
No.
And I think he got off to a bad start. Yes, he's a Newcastle fan, but he used to manage Sunderland. It was kind of like when he was at Aston Villa, he had managed Birmingham City, so they kind of didn't want him already when he got there. And it's, how does he find himself in these situations all the time? And when I think of him as a centre-back, Joe,
I know.
A big, broken nose, scoring 15 goals a season centre-back,
Yep.
yeah, he weren't scared of nobody.
No.
And now when I see him, I just feel sorry for him. Poor little Bruce here.
Face like a deflated souffle, isn't it? Just all sort of collapsed.
Watch what you say.
I love Steve Bruce.
Yeah, but you don't say things like that about people you love.
Yeah, you do.
Do you?
I think you only say things about that about people you love. Do you know what I mean? If I didn't like him, I'd say something much nastier than that, don't get me wrong. Is he going to be the next manager to get sacked in England? Because he's picked up 3 points in their last 6 games.
Incompetence at boardroom level, isn't it?
Geordies aren't happy. Geordies are not happy. They thought this
I was with
summer,
one that weren't happy.
They thought this summer they were getting Mbappe. Now they'll be lucky to get more pay. They might well get relegated.
They got Brucey.
Brucey. And the M stands for, let's be honest, McDonald's.
They wish they got Mbappe, but they got
Brucey. It's not been great, has it, for Newcastle? And finally, I feel good for Brighton. Welbeck gets the goal. They deserve to be higher up the table than they are. Finally getting a couple points. Danny cool. Speaking of fucking cool, West Ham couldn't keep the cool, could they? 3-0 up against Arsenal, conceded 3 goals.
Good result for us, Arsenal got there.
It is.
West Ham would have won, they would have went in the top 4.
Do you know the annoying thing with that game? Before the game, I wanted a draw. Because Arsenal dropped points and West Ham, who and not too far behind Man United, would also drop points. But by the time you see Lingard getting a goal, getting an assist, you see them 3-0 up, you see the meltdown that Arsenal fans are having, at that point you want West Ham to hold on to the win. But from the outside, before the game, I would have taken a draw. But there is a small part of me that would have loved it to stay at 3-0.
Yeah, 100%.
It's a bit like being 3-0 up in a game and thinking, well, we can't possibly lose this now. But how many times have you seen the other side take it 4-3? Do not wreck this now.
As you can see there, Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Jonathan Van Tam, for anyone who's...
Jean-Claude said, 3-0, you fucked it up. Just like David Moyes.
It's like being 3-0 up in a game of football. We don't let this slip now. Basically, the Steven Gerrard of politics, isn't he? But they fucked it up. It's a shame, really, because Jesse Lingard... Are you a little bit like... We're all happy for Jesse. We all love Jesse. Are you a little bit surprised that he got a call up after what is essentially 7 good games?
No. It doesn't surprise me at all. I mean, this is a Gareth Southgate that still picks Eric Dyer, who's been useless for what? How long? I mean, Jesse Lingard is someone he trusts already. So I can understand why Southgate, given the history that he has with team selection, will go back to someone now that they're in good form because he likes him. Jesse Lingard will be on that fucking plane, mate.
Yeah.
To England to play in the Euros.
Up in the air, big circle, straight back down to Wembley.
Yes,
simple as that.
Yes.
West Ham scored 5 of the 6 goals in this game. They scored all of their 3, and they scored 2 own goals. And some of the chances they missed, Mikel Antonio made Maguire's miss look palatable. He missed from on the line. And the difference between him and Maguire, he's a striker. That's his job to score. Honestly, get a screenshot of both of them next to each other. Check this out.
I want to know what the XG was on Mikel Antonio's chance.
It's got to be 99. Because if that happens 100 times, 99 times the striker's putting that in the back of the net. It has to be something like that.
Yeah.
It can't be much less than that.
It can't
Absolutely ridiculous. Declan Rice was getting a few plaudits this weekend. One person was so happy for him, he turned into fucking Ant from Ant and Dec. Declan, Rice is fucking sensational, man. People talking about Saka and Odegaard and Aubameyang. Look at this tweet here. Like, taking the piss out of Aubameyang. He's your top striker. He's your number 1 player. And you're acting like Saka and Odegaard are like dead good next to him, looking at him like he's
Odegaard's
shit.
not even their player, you fucking dicks.
Odegaard's not even good. He's fine.
He is good. He plays for Real Madrid, though, innit?
No, he doesn't, does he? Can't get a game for him. That's how fucking good he is.
Who do you like think you are, Arsenal?
Taking the piss out of Aubameyang.
No. Like, they run their mouths like there's some big club every week. They're moving around like Arteta's this genius.
No.
And then, every time I look at the table, they're in the same fucking place.
They're always 10th. They're always 10th. They're always... Oh, they're 9th at the moment, but if Villa win their game in hand, 10th.
10th.
It's 10th. You've made them worse. That's the thing with Arsenal I don't understand. The amount of managers that have come into teams and made that team worse. Lampard made Chelsea worse. Arteta has made Arsenal worse. Jose has made Tottenham worse. We're all acting as though, Ole's doing an easy job because he's got good players. These are top managers or people with big reputations who are all making their clubs worse. It's not easy to improve a team. And as Arteta's proving, they're barely in the top half now.
Talking all sorts of smack in the summer. title charge my back
Are you
foot.
are you
That
surprised?
shit get banged.
Are you surprised there haven't been more rumours and stories about Arteta getting sacked? It's almost like he's immune from it because pundits like him.
It's because every time he goes in that boardroom with them people, what are they called?
Owners.
What's their names?
Cronky or something.
Cronker?
Is it?
Every time we go in there...
Is it Chromecast?
Every time, yeah, Conkers. Every time we go in there with Conkers, yeah, he bores them to death, to sleep.
Yeah.
Have you heard him speak? Oh my God.
Yeah,
So slow, man.
Yeah, he just gets a little tactics board out with all the other options that could replace him. Draws so many fucking lines and arrows that they all just go, yeah, we'll just stick with him because we can't be arsed doing all that. Boring. That's why he hasn't been sacked, because he's too boring to sack him.
And they keep talking about them. Oh yeah, we're great. You're still behind Spurs. You're still behind West Ham. Fucking useless. Are you even the best team in North London anymore? Never mind London.
No.
I know Liverpool's had a stressful time recently.
Well, how stressful can it be? They didn't even have to play a game because they're knocked out of the fucking FA Cup and the top 6 at best. It's not that stressful for them, is it? Let's be honest.
It looks like one of their lads this week spent a bit of time getting his glad rags on. Only, I think he nicked the BFG's wardrobe, bruv. Have you seen this?
What do you think of that then? Big cardigan, even bigger trousers. What are your thoughts?
We could both jump in them trousers.
Yeah. And do you know what? If they took the material from those trousers and the material from Scott McTominay's little short piece, they could probably have had 2 normal length sets of trousers there. Check out Scott McTominay here looking like Daniel Craig.
Look at that Scotty 2 hottie. Putting the 2 hottie in Scotty, mate.
Interesting.
Look at it.
You like that one,
Look
though,
at
do you?
it. The next James Bond. We've had Scottish James Bonds before. Pierce Brosnan, Scottish. Daniel
Irish.
Craig, Scottish.
From Chester, but yeah.
James Bond, Scottish.
Not, but yeah, you're so right.
Scott McTominay, Scottish.
Not Scottish, he's born in Lancaster, but great points.
Mate, plays for Scotland,
of
same
course.
thing.
Yeah.
So, next James Bond coming
Next
through.
James Bond.
Idris Elba, get back, you bastard. I'll
Yeah.
break your legs. Scotty McTominay is this. Bringing it home. Then again, James Bond wouldn't duck away from that fucking header, would he, Joe?
Okay, we'll stop there. Right, I think that's going to be it, isn't it?
It is that
The Premier League games are done.
Premier League
No other
Pisstake
games
finished.
to talk about, really. Yeah, that's it.
The FA Cup, lads.
Huh?
FA
What?
Cup?
What the fuck are you on about,
The
mate?
fuck up. The FA Cup. Got to speak about it.
We don't do FA Cup here, do we?
Speak
There was
about
quite a
it.
few games and United only lost one of them. We probably should talk about it. Let's talk about all the games United didn't lose. Everton 0, Manchester City 2. In the 80th minute, it's 0-0. By the 90th minute, it's 2-0. Everton held on, I mean, I'm going to say admirably, but was it? They had like 25% of the fucking ball. Like, it's hard to stop City at the minute, but fuck me, Everton.
They're
They
just
didn't really do a
relentless,
lot, did
aren't
they?
They're
Except when
just
we play them.
relentless. They're absolutely relentless.
City are on track to do the quad. What are your thoughts on that?
Fuck City.
Is that it? You think they're likely to do it?
They ain't going to win the Champions League. They're allergic to the Champions League. Their fans boo the Champions League. That's how stupid they are.
Do you know that's funny, innit? When you're so far off winning something that you pretend you don't want it. I didn't want to go out with her anyway.
I didn't want 21
didn't
to
want to
come
win
in
the
anyway.
Champions League anyway.
I didn't want the FA Cup anyway.
Adam, don't be like them. You're better than that. We made a mistake. We move on. Should we talk about the mistake?
The thing is, though, I'm not better than them. I'm worse than them.
Adam, we have to talk about Man United Leicester. Should we talk about it?
Haven't you seen this? Is these real bricks?
Yeah.
What's going on here? This is great what Nick done for us.
No, don't talk about that. We've got to talk about United. United played against Leicester. We lost 3-1. We need to talk about this.
I'm
is like
trying
a
to start my
therapy
week
session.
off right, Joe. I don't want to sit here moaning on a Monday morning. What's the hell's the point in that?
What went wrong?
I don't come into work to moan. Yeah?
You could have fooled me.
Fred. Don't make me talk about Fred, Joe. Brazilian. He's not Brazilian. He's not Brazilian. He's from Chorlton somewhere. Trust me, he's from down the road. He's not Brazilian at all. Bro, how can you be a professional footballer, not be able to pass, not be able to fucking... just anything, man. Who are you, bruv?
Well, that's a great question. That
52
leads us on to
million
today's
pounds.
segment. Things more Brazilian than Fred.
Bro, we once upon a time, yeah, we refused to pay 25 million for Ronaldinho.
Yeah, but who was he?
We paid 52 million for fucking Fred.
On today's show then, things more Brazilian than Fred. We've asked 100 of our studio audience to say things more Brazilian than Fred. All you have to do, Adam, is guess the top 5 answers and you win a Europa League quarter-final against Granada. Are you ready to play, Adam? Let me stop you right there, Adam. We have asked our studio audience once again to name things more Brazilian than Fred and our top 5 answers are on the board. Adam McCullough, are you ready to play? We'll take that as a yes. Thank you very much. Would you like to take your first answer? If you get the top 5 answers, you win, once again, a quarter-final against Granada in the Europa League for a Premier League team of your choice. Now, first of all, who are you playing for today?
Me.
Manchester United, it says on the sheet, so we're going with them. First up, what is your answer for
They never
things
played for me.
more Brazilian
I ain't played
than
for
Fred? Ian Holloway is a classic answer. It's one of those, surely this will be on the board. Let's go. Our survey says... Ding! Thank you very much, Adam. Congratulations, that is the first one. Our studio audience here, some of those are clapping, a lot of those have said that. It's our top answer with 59% of the audience. Next up then, we need your second answer. Things more Brazilian than Fred.
Joey Barton speaking French.
Joey Barton speaking French. Let's see the clip.
The one criticism of the French league is it's a little bit boring.
Wow, isn't it just poetic the way you hear him speak like that? And he's a man of culture, of course, and certainly would never purposely let Manchester City win a league because he's a dickhead. Let's check it. Is it on the board? Joey Barton speaking French, more Brazilian than Fred. Correct! It is second on the board. We have 3 more to go. Adam McCullough, are you feeling confident? So far, so good. You're really getting into the swing of the show. Thank you, Adam. Your mood is dragging everyone down here at the studio audience. But now, time for number 3. Things more Brazilian than Fred. You've got Joey Barton speaking French. You've got Ian Holloway. They're safe. Number 3. Tell me.
Joe, after he uses Manscaped.
Joe, after using Manscaped, is it on the board? Correct! Well done, Adam. That's 3 of a potential 5. The audience here, floods of tears at home, a lot of these people. Floods of tears. Your family there, very supportive, very happy for you.
So if I get 4, I'm through, yeah?
It's meant to be 5, but we can do 4 for you. Yeah? Let me feel better. Make it a bit easier for you. Just a touch. Tiny little... Final answer then, to get through to the Gold Run, where you will have to face Mikel Arteta in a staring competition. He is our champion. He has yet to blink since taking over at Arsenal. Your final answer. Our studio audience has given us 4 things more Brazilian than Fred. Your final answer, please, Adam McCullough. Anytime. Anytime you like. We do have Who Wants to Be a Millionaire on after this. Jeremy Clarkson gets very angry.
Ronaldo?
He's gone with Ronaldo. Famous Brazilian striker, won the World Cup in 2002. Let's see if Ronaldo's on the board. He's not on the board.
Ronaldo Brown.
Oh, you meant Ronaldo Brown? Let's take them on it! He's done it! Those 4 things!
Yes.
More Brazilian than Fred. We, of course, can't check Fred's passport for legal reasons. But Adam, you've won a wonderful trip to Granada for a quarter-final for a team of your choice. Manchester United will be facing Granada in the Europa League quarter-final. Another chance to win a trophy for those at home. Thank you very much for joining us at home. Adam McCullough, thank you. Your mood has lifted. Your mood has changed. Barely even remembering that we lost to Leicester 3-1 yesterday. Thank you much for joining us. Thank you to our studio audience at home. Good night.
You know,
You can't.
long-haired freak.
Oh, it does smell like a change room now.
Can't even spell egregious. Who can't?
E-G-R-E-G-I-O-U-S, you pussy. I feel like all of this...
Declan Rice was getting a few plaudits this weekend. Even one person was so happy for... Bon appetit, big boy.